Welcome to WTDC-25, the World Telecommunication Development Conference being held in Baku in Azerbaijan, where I'm very pleased to be joined in the studio this morning by the Honourable Ioane Naivalurua, who is the Minister for Policing and Communications for Fiji. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
Minister, now I'd like to start off by asking you, why is WTDC-25 important for socio-economic development?
Let me just go back a bit. Fiji has been a strong member of the ITU since 1971. And for me, this is my first visit here, first time attending the WTDC. But like any other developing countries all over the world, and Fiji comes under that category, we continue to grow based on our engagement. And in terms of our economy, of our nation, national development and nation building, it's really the core of any nation. And for us, digital communication plays a pivotal role in the nation development. And this particular conference is such an important one because we know it's held every 4 years. And for a few simple reasons. We want to remain connected to the world, and the only way to do that is to be there with the global organization. 2, the sustainability of all our efforts under whether it's economy, whether it's a hub of the Pacific as part of our ambition, or a sustainable digital economy, all these are connected some way or other to this particular conference. See? And we have a team that is already here, and I'm heading back home today, but the crux of the matter is to make sure that when we do return, our key outcomes here is 1, at the national level, to improve our engagement so that it translates into the connectivity aspects of digital and communication. At the regional level, our ambition to be a regional hub, and therefore some of the resolutions that are there, we are pushing very hard. Lakatoi Declaration is a main one, and also the declaration on Lakatoi, and other one is on 16, the provisions on the resolution 16 is another major one that we are pushing hard. And that's really the 2 key outcomes that we're here for. But apart from that, strengthen the current engagement and relationship with ITU through WTDC.
Perhaps you could kindly share your thoughts on the importance of ICT and connectivity for Fiji.
You know, if you do not know, I'm sure you do know, Fiji is such a maritime nation.
Indeed.
We are spread out for over 300 islands. Even though we can claim that 96% of our region is connected, but there are other parts that are not connected. And through this engagement and cooperation, we've had very successful programs through ITU, through bilateral, some are multilateral, and some are regional focused programs. We've been able to progress, but like I've always said, it needs to go beyond connectivity. And the term I'm using, if I may share this, is beyond connected. That's the focus of our country. So that through digital communication, we're able to go beyond just being connected. That it translates into contribution, the efficiency in the protection of our nation, whether it's maritime, our shores, to the improvement of our health, translates into education, right? Likewise, in addition to agriculture. See, this is where we're trying to say it's more than, it's beyond connected. That's a term we are using. And we're trying to connect our national development plan and our national digital strategy so that it translates and is measured in how this takes place in true nation building.
You're talking about being beyond connected. Fiji, I understand, is doing remarkable work in advancing digital development in the country. Could you share some examples with us?
Wow, just jumping ahead, we have a Google cable that has just landed. That's a big one.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
That's a big one. And while we can claim that there's been new developments, but the challenge on the side, like anything new, are things that can easily be a threat or risk to our nation. This is something. So parallel to all this work are really our efforts in trying to make sure that the legislative part and aspects of it are on track. See, and this is the major challenge now. While we talk about modernization, we talk about new technology, at the same time, if we are far behind on our legislative aspects of things, really, we'll not be able to to fully utilize those so-called dividends and benefits through communication and digital aspects of it.
Now, I know you've only just begun your particular position here in the ministry. I wanted to ask you, what is your vision for the future?
One thing is absolutely clear, that the digitalization of our nation and economy is a must. See, but we need to be very careful in how we go about it. That we need to observe and respect the global norms, the international norm, therefore the connections with ITU, the importance of attending this, and at the same time too, education plays a very important part. See, at the moment we have some challenges like the online threats online through the modern technology, and that's something that we are working hard to make sure that it doesn't occur, or it's part of our norm in Fiji.
Ioane Naivalurua, thank you so much for joining us in the studio today, Minister, and we look forward to catching up with you again very soon.
I look forward to that too.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And if you've enjoyed this interview, which I'm sure you will have, then do check out our other interviews on our YouTube channel, our podcast, wherever you get your podcasts from. And for further information, visit our website at www.itu.inc/WTDC-25. Thanks for tuning in.